I would say it helps out a lot. Forceful backup, and that's one we always say getting 2 for 1 because it's basically every time we start a transaction, we communicate as one. That's our main goal. Yeah. Group chats, talking to people, clients, and just having effective communication. Yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome back to another Workout Wednesday. Thank you for coming to the final video for the month of November. We have some very special guests in our first interview with 2 people, the Osborne group. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank y'all for coming on. We're really excited to get this one scheduled. I've kind of been watching y'all over the past year and a half. I've been here and I've enjoyed y'all's personalities and how y'all carry yourselves. So it's really fun to get y'all on. We start these videos off all the same. We just want to kind of ask a little bit about yourself. We break it into just 3 parts. You know, what were you doing before you got into real estate? What made you want to get into real estate? And then how has that journey in real estate been?
Okay.
Sound good.
Well, thank you so much. Just like you're grateful, we're grateful also for the opportunity to come out here and just let everybody know a little bit about us. We've been married 15 years. Well, it'll be 15 years in January. Yeah. We met in the military. We have 2 beautiful children, and we combined have 42 years of service in the United States Navy, which is pretty awesome for us. Every time I do those numbers, I'm like, dang, 42 years. When it comes to real estate, we wanted to do something together, and we wanted to take what we learned from the military and bring it over to the real estate world. And one of those stressful, because a lot of what we do in the military is stressful. Yeah. So we had a lot of experience with that, so we decided to go ahead and take it on board and do the same thing together. Absolutely. And not separately. What would you say?
I concur with you. We talk about personality. You are a very extrovert. And I myself consider myself an introvert, so we complement each other. And I think working together as a team has been very rewarding, I would say.
Yeah. Like a yin and yang.
Yeah. Opposites attract.
Awesome. Well, y'all talked a little bit about your military background. How has that military background influenced your approach to working in real estate?
I would say our military background roll over or influence our real estate because in the military, or we in the Navy, or I would say in the military, like I said, where you demand discipline, demand professionalism, demand problem solving, resiliency, the whole, and many more. So for us, it was easy for us to transition because with every real estate transaction, whether it's a buyer or seller, you're going to always deal with something with aligned to one of those skill sets that we have. So that make it a lot easier for us to deal with it and communicate with each other as well to solve those issues and make it great.
Absolutely. So y'all kind of worked very collaborative as a team while you've been with our company. How does just that extra person being there with you also help your real estate business in terms of like where you see realtors work by themselves often? How does having that one extra person help you out?
I would say it helps out a lot. Forceful backup, and that's one we always say getting 2 for 1 because it's basically every time we start a transaction, we communicate as one. That's our main goal. Yeah. Group chats, talking to people, clients, and just having effective communication. Yeah. And then when I can't do something because, like I said, I have 2 children, and when other things come up, my husband is right there. So opening doors, just last minute things, we're able to, hey, can you help me out?
it's always nice to have somebody to be able to like just fall back on too. And I think outside of just being in a team, I think that happens a lot within our company just all the time. I hear a bunch from these interviews just how much other agents can rely on other agents in our company. Say if they have an open house, they need to be covered. Absolutely. If they're out of town, it's just literally one or two calls to another agent and they're on it. So I mean, that's something that I've just really enjoyed seeing, just getting to know like that a lot of our agents work with each other so well.
Yes,
and it's so refreshing sometimes.
And I would like to add where with us, we're very big on, I would say, personality traits as well too. So we may have a client where they want more detail, or we may have a client where they just want, hey, yes or no, or get to the point. So just working with my wife or my partner.
It goes back to the personality.
We always look to see what type of personality our client is and which one would be more suitable for him or her as well too. So that's a thing that we definitely take serious as well.
Absolutely. So that client trust is very foundational in real estate. So what specific steps are you guys taking to help build up that trust in your clients? You said that at the very beginning y'all are communicating as one. So what other steps beyond that are you taking to just continue to build up that trust with your clients?
You want me to get it or you got it?
I'll let you have it.
Trust is huge. First and foremost, communication, listening, active communication. What are your goals? What do you need? How can we meet those goals? Not just going and just selling a house or any of those real estate trends. What is your goals? Yeah. Actually talking to the client. Yeah.
For me, I would add where it's putting the client first. It's not about us. It's making sure, like you said, addressing their needs. I'll give you a good example where recently my wife, before I joined her and joined the Osborne group, she had a client that relocated to the Jacksonville area, but she wasn't ready to purchase a home. So she wasn't more focused on, hey, just get her a home and put her in a situation where it could create, where there's financial conflicts or issues. She continued to work with that individual. Yeah. A year later, the individual said, hey, I'm ready to purchase a home, and it was easier, and just building that trust. So that's a good example of keeping that trust and just putting the clients first and not worrying about anything else. Yeah.
So what does that process look like? Kind of, I guess you're having to nurture her for a long time too, because I mean, and we can kind of span off to just how y'all nurture your clients in general. How are you, one, keeping them in such an emotional time, unstressed through that whole process of buying a home, but even after you've completed the transaction, how are you going beyond afterwards to continue to nurture that client?
Well, I would say just genuine interaction, taking everything we learn, being a local expert, because 9 times out of 10, they're coming to you because you're the expert. You're supposed to know. So staying plugged in, understanding what's going on, and just being genuine and providing that professional guidance. Not just the he say, she say. This is actual factual data that we have, gathered from working with our team.
Very cool. So you mentioned kind of being there every step of the way for your clients. What are some of like specific milestones that you've seen in either the buying or the selling process where you feel your guidance is most impactful?
I would say through the whole entire process, our guidance is very impactful, and it would be depending on the client, whether they're buying or selling. We got negotiation, inspections, due diligence periods, and just some of the examples as well. So for us, it's just being available and being able to answer any questions and concerns our client may have, and being the subject matter, and just what we're saying is truth and is not, hey, we're making any false promises or anything like that. So we hold ourselves to a high standard as well too, and that continue to nurture that client or that relationship even after closing as well too, because we with Berkshire Hathaway because we believe in relationship building and continuing that, not after closing, I would say as well too.
Just 2 more questions. So we are at the very end of the year. I want to kind of ask, like, what are some of y'all's goals for this upcoming year? Have y'all sat down to kind of think about what you want to plan up for this next year? Do you have any milestones that you'd like to hit?
I would say we're going to sit down more and talk about it, because there are so many things that we're unpacking and learning as the year unfolds. We did expand on to Georgia real estate. My husband has been doing really well with that. So we've been trying to, I'll say, it was like a pilot for us to see how it would go and then see how we can merge the two and be functional and provide that exceptional service. So one of the things is getting out there and letting our clients know what services and nurture those client relationships and getting that and letting them know we provide that local expertise of the market.
I fully agree. There's nothing else to add to that. I would say Berkshire Hathaway, the training.
Staying plugged in, right?
Yeah, staying plugged in, I would say, yeah.
So our final question is something we do every time. You know, what advice would you have to a new real estate agent, or it could be anybody that's kind of looking to make a change or anything along those lines?
I would say be transparent. Transparency creates trust. Be the local expert. Continue to attend the training. We always have wonderful training, wonderful events as well too. So take advantage of the knowledge within your office, within the Florida Network Realty as well too. So for me, that's what I would say.
I would say go back to your ninja principles. Don't forget that. Showing up, actually, like Anthony's saying, staying plugged in. It's so many resources provided by this company. Sometimes I'm floored by it. And we actually get to see the differences and we get to see what we can use to help our clients. And if you do that, you're providing that exceptional service.
So y'all are in Ninja, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's so funny. I mean, whenever I first came on, I always was hearing, Ninja principles, and I was this past spring was my first time ever experiencing it. Even though I wasn't physically in the class, I was still there taking a lot of video and content, and it's so just funny to hear people keep bringing it back up. How much, just even through all these videos, I think every single video we've had somebody mention Ninja. At least once. So it's so cool to see that this class truly does. This stuff works. That's the big saying.
Yeah,
this stuff works.
It does.
And so it's really, really cool. Well, awesome. Thank you all so much for coming on. I will put Anthony and Kimberly's Instagram, social media handles on the screen so you guys can go check them out. I know they've been trying to revamp up all their social media stuff, so we will definitely give you all a chance to go check them out beyond this video. But other than that, we will see you in the month of December, so take care.